The University of Missouri is participating in a study to find medications that can treat COVID-19. Now, some of those medicines already exist to treat some other illnesses. Now, the controversial medicine Ivermectin, well, that's going to be studied in this plan.
ABC 17's Hannah Falcon is live after asking an MU doctor about this study. Hannah, they told you the controversy comes from some previous studies.
Deb, Zach, Dr. Christopher Sampson with MU Department of Emergency Medicine said previous research on ivermectin and COVID-19 was not well done and they weren't accurate. And this study hopes to look more into the relationship. How does the controversy play into this study, and how is it taken as a drug for COVID?
A lot of the early studies in ivermectin were not well done. What makes this study important is it's doing well-designed research, looking at these medications that are popular in the news and actually seeing that if there is good, reliable data that comes out that shows a positive effect.
University of Missouri's Department of Emergency Medicine is participating in a national study on how well 3 already existing medicines work against COVID-19. The medicines are ivermectin, fluticasone, and fluvoxamine. Any patients that wish to take part in the study would talk about their symptoms with a doctor virtually. One of the medicines being talked about is ivermectin, which can be controversial. It's commonly used to treat parasites, but the FDA has put out guidance saying ivermectin should not be prescribed to COVID-19 patients. People can still participate in the study if they are opposed to ivermectin.
For maybe people who are going to be completely turned off by ivermectin, you are able to opt out of an arm. So you're able to still take part in the study if you're eligible and say, I don't want to be part of the ivermectin portion of it.
The University of Missouri is the only physical site in Missouri participating in the study, but since the study is virtual, anyone in the United States over the age of 30 who is diagnosed with mild to moderate COVID-19 can participate. Reporting live from Columbia, I'm Hannah Falcon, ABC 17 News.
Hannah Falcon, great stuff there. Participants can enroll online at activ6study.org.